Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Big Freaking Friday Show on the College Football Mafia Network. I'm your host, Nathan Bomber Brown, with me and my partners and equal sharers in all the madness that we do every Friday night. That would be the Wild Ute and
Hey,
Moen. How we doing tonight, guys?
doing great. How you doing, Moen?
I'm fine. I'm doing okay.
Moen is his casual, just laid back self, not.
I'm casual right now, but I can get elevated.
He's going to get elevated.
And
Let's
I'm
go,
going to get
Moen.
elevated. I'm going to get
He is
elevated.
going to get elevated. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. This is the Holy War edition of the Big Freaking Friday Show. That would represent me and the Wild Ute, and we're going to have some fun talking about the Holy War, rivals, and all that fun stuff. I also want to let everybody know we're going to be talking Big Ten. So usually Moen is in the middle of me and Ute tonight. I don't know if that's going to be the case in a little while as we talk about what's going on in the Big Ten. So
It will be. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. Okay. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, turn on your notifications that way you know when we're on. And then we're trying to follow the news for you so you don't have to do it on Twitter. We'll try to do that for you. And last but not least, consider becoming a member of the College Football Mafia family. We've got two people. One, we have a new member, and this is an old member, actually. This is Riley, who is Statue of Ute. If you remember this guy, he is the man.
Yeah.
The lithograph behind me, he painted from a picture, from his brain, through his hands, onto a painting. Mine happens to be autographed by Jaron Hall. And the guy is major talented. He doesn't do Twitter, but it's been a year, and I told him I'd feature the show, the painting essentially, when we had a good time. And I thought Holy War would be a good time for that. You know, Statue of Ute. You know how good of a guy he is.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome, man. I didn't know that. So he put that together. That's pretty. I mean, I don't like what's going on in that picture, and everything, but I mean, it's impressive.
Let's do a Ute sounder, Moen, and give something to Riley so he knows we appreciate him. Oh, no.
Yeah, baby.
Oh no. I know that's not the last time either. You're going to sing for me, Ute. Come on now. Let's go.
Who am I, sir? Utah man am I.
There we go.
Utah man, sir, will be to la Dakaye.
I love it. Just so everybody knows, I can only sing like 3 words of the Cougar Fight song. So I always get lost in the chorus somewhere anyway. Riley, thank you so much for being a returning member. We appreciate you. And everybody, I'm telling you, that lithograph, I'm not sure you can even find them for sale. He only made a very few amount of them. That's not proper English. He only made a few of them, but I want to give him full credit. It's amazing artistic expression, and he deserves every little bit of it. So thanks, Riley, for joining the show. I appreciate you, brother, even though you're a Ute. That's okay. And then we have Expedition Greg, who's been a member for how long, Moen?
8 or 15 months. 1-5.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know what? And this is apropos, Expedition Greg. Thank you for being a member for 15 months. And
yes, sir. And that has some extra weight tonight, doesn't it, Moen? Michigan.
Yeah.
Man,
Michigan. You can explain that now? You want to do that a little later?
Well, that's apropos. We'll do that after the
pitch. Okay, we'll do it later. That's great. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you so much, Expedition Greg, for being here. We really, really appreciate it. I'm seeing I'm going to be lost in the words because I was trying to feature the lithograph. We'll go a little bit better there. There we go. So thanks for everybody being here tonight. Right off the bat, we've got a super chat from who? Of course, Ryan Willie, $5 super chat in the house. Hey, Buckeye fans, yesterday was the 15th anniversary of Bucky Badger upset number 1 Ohio State. Will history repeat itself, Moen?
Will history repeat itself, Ryan? I think we both know the answer to that. But yes, I do remember the game, the kickoff, return for a touchdown to open the game. Just one of the many times that Ohio State has been number 1 and been upended. But let's just be honest, that Wisconsin team was a lot better coach.
Yes, it was.
A lot more talented. But we'll give you the Wisconsin song. We'll give them the Wisconsin song. We'll give them the Wisconsin
well, it was ground and pound, right? I mean, that was beat the hell out of you.
Was that Ball? Was that running back Ball?
Maybe.
Was that even
Monty
Ball?
Ball.
Yeah, it might have been Monty Ball.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Ryan, can we give him a sounder there, Moan? Did you already
Yep. We're gonna do a little on Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go. Thank you so much, Ryan. We appreciate you, brother. Thanks for being here tonight, and good luck, Wisconsin. That's all I can say is good luck, Wisconsin. All right, let's do some quick shout-outs because we have stories we want to talk to, but I also want to give credit for people who are here. We really appreciate every one of you. And this one, right off the bat, very first one, who happens to be a member of the College Football Mafia family. Hey, all, go Noles. Who's Florida State play this weekend? Anybody? Are they off
whoever
this
did
weekend?
get a win, they need to get this
do.
losing streak off their backs, guys. So they're going to get it done. The Noles will be back, baby.
I thought this was the year. I thought
it looked like it.
Challenge. Yeah. I feel bad about that. TF Williams, thank you so much. We appreciate you being a member of the College Football Mafia family. By the way, everybody, you see that little S symbol next to TF Williams? That shows you that he is a member of the College Football Mafia family. These people we try to feature on their comments and suggestions. We listen to them, and we invite you to become a member. Hit the little $ next to the comment box, and you can sign up and become a member as well. Jackson Johnson, who you and I were on a show on Thursday night with Jackson talking Holy War. If you didn't check out that video, please look it up. What is it? The Jacksonian, right?
Jacksonian.
Yeah, I think it's Jacksonian on YouTube. Or I think you could look up Alabama Voice of College Football. Both of them, Jackson, should show up. But he says, what's up at the College Football Mafia Nation? Good to have you, Jackson. We appreciate you. That was a fun time, wasn't it, you?
It was. Absolutely. We got down into the freaking depth of the Holy War, too.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job, actually. You know, in comparison to anybody else who tries to do the Holy War, I think we do the best job.
Yeah.
Laura Weiss, Texas Tech in the house, looking good. Hey, y'all, hide your knives and tortillas if you're coming to Lubbock. So this is ASU weekend.
Man? Right. Yeah. Like, Bomber, why don't you illuminate everybody on this knives issue and stuff?
Sure.
This was crazy, like in Big 12 land.
Yeah, really quick. Big 12, they put out because they throw tortillas after scores at Texas Tech, and even on the road, when Texas Tech scores, you'll have people throw tortillas onto the field. So the Big 12 in the offseason came up with a penalty. I think it was $50,000. We warned you once, we warned you twice, we warned you like 10 times, and eventually we might throw a flag if we feel like it, and then eventually we might throw another flag or run into the stands, do something to try to stop it. And that didn't work. And Kansas, and this is the crazy part, Kansas coach brings a pocket knife. There's video of this, by the way. Brings a pocket knife in a predefined little play, drops it, and another coach finds it, and then they accuse the fans of throwing the knife into the Kansas bench. Upset the game, all kinds of freaking out in the after effect. And bottom line is now there's a fine of $100,000, and you're only warned once, you get a flag. And then again, it's some sort of nuclear option. I'm not sure what it is, but essentially they tried to frame Texas Tech fans by doing this little knife play. What do you guys think of that?
Gosh, that is absolutely wild. Really? Like,
there's video of it.
That's pretty inappropriate too, right? At a sporting event like that.
How'd you even get it in?
Anyway?
Yeah,
I don't get that. Like dropping that just to kind of nuke Texas Tech and their fan base. I mean, it's juicy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's crazy stuff, and like I guess it gets the point done. If they want the tortillas off the field and everything, if that's the point of this, it's wild stuff, man. Like this is bizarre.
It really is. And Mo, I'm going to ask you a question. Ohio State, you travel to Michigan. You're sitting in the stands. You have this policy in the Big Ten. You throw a tortilla and you frame Michigan for this penalty. And I could see that absolutely happening, where people would go and be in the stands in Michigan land, throwing things and then trying to get them penalized. Don't you think that could happen?
Oh, sure, that could happen in Michigan land. Yeah. But then Michigan would get away with it like they always do.
I wasn't teeing you up for Michigan quite yet. I was just trying to rile you.
I'm just letting you know, the
I understand.
TD would do nothing to them. So
Anyways, so that's what it is. So thank you, Laura. It's great to see you. Yeah, and no knives, okay? In fact, don't even throw tortillas. I don't quite understand that myself. Daniel Gygax, contributor extraordinaire. Somebody put out a video this week. It was very entertaining. Look it up in our library on the College Football Mafia channel on YouTube. Great to have you here, Daniel. Laura again says hi to Daniel. That's great. Buckshot Kid in the house. Good evening. Good to see you, Buckshot Kid. We appreciate you. Have a great night. Let's see here. Nick Kelso, valuable member of the College Football Mafia family. Been with us for a while now, Nick. Thank you so much. Michigan and USC said, no way, Jose. So he's teeing us up. First, Moen, what are you thinking about this whole Big Ten thing?
Well, one, I think Michigan and USC are two very different reasons for saying no.
Okay.
USC just wants to be paid top tier, which I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with it.
Yeah.
I know Greg does. Greg says, hey, they've been here 18 months. They don't deserve it. But, I put the question to Greg. I said, well, what if Notre Dame came in tomorrow? Oh, Notre Dame would be top tier. If you're going to say that, you've got to make USC top tier.
Absolutely right.
It's a blue blood brand. They brought a lot of money to the conference when they brought in LA. So I don't have an issue with that. And I think USC, I think that's the main thing blocking them. And I think they should get that. Michigan, on the other hand, Michigan is just doing Michigan things. If Michigan
so you think they're being obstructionists just to be obstructionists?
Just to be obstructionists.
Okay.
If Michigan,
Really?
they're doing it to get something, because that's the way Michigan does, and the Big Ten will placate them again. If Michigan was a cologne, it would be called arrogance. That is what Michigan is. That is exactly what Michigan does. And listen, Michigan wanted Washington. They wanted Washington bad. We need Washington. We need Washington. Ohio State, Penn State, and Iowa said we don't want Oregon. Who ended up winning that? Michigan. We gave them Oregon. Okay, you guys got Oregon. You get Washington. Okay, but we get more say on the next realignment, right? Oh, sure. And then you go back. They stole signs. They destroyed evidence.
Yeah.
They cheated.
Yeah.
Tony Petitti punished them.
They won a national title.
And Tony Petitti punished them. And when the NCAA came out, he said, no, let's not give any more punishment to Michigan. The Big Ten has done enough. Who wins again? Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan gets placated again. And this is what happens when you placate. It's what happens when
you placate anybody. Appeasement never works.
Appeasement never works, guys. It's, peace in our time. Well,
yeah, right. Exactly.
What? Yeah, it doesn't work. And it's never going to work.
Yeah.
And this is just typical Michigan bullshit. I am glad that everybody else in the Big Ten can now see why Ohio State hates Michigan so much. This is Michigan's doing. Michigan's fault. And for people saying, well, Michigan's trying to be a steward of the Big Ten. Trust me, there's lots of great schools in the Big Ten that are backing this. 16 out of 18 are saying yes. That's 88%, people. 88% are saying yes. USC would say yes if they'd give them tier 1 rights. You'd have 17 out of 18. Michigan's the one saying no. And I tend to trust people like Northwestern. They might have some intelligent people at Northwestern. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, if you ever met Northwestern fans, that'd be nice.
I couldn't get into Northwestern.
Have fans? That's the biggest question, I think.
Yeah, but they've got a debt-free stadium that they're building, $700 million. I think people at Northwestern know what the fuck they're talking about. Maybe UCLA. I think there's smart people at UCLA. I'm pretty sure there's smart people. I think they know what they're talking about. I think there's smart people at Washington. There are smart people at Washington. I think they know what they're talking about. USC, I'm giving you a pass. I agree. You should be tier 1, 100%. And I'm sure if you were tier 1, you would be right on board. Michigan, eat a bag of dicks, because this is just another situation where you want to get your way, because that's the way it's always gone in the Big Ten. You always get your way. You have caused nothing but issues for the Big Ten. The last time Michigan did not get their way was when Pitt was not allowed in the conference in favor of Michigan State. You know when that was?
That was long ago.
That was when Dwight D. Eisenhower was president.
I was not born.
Like Ike. That was the saying at the time that Michigan didn't get their way. They've got their way for the last 75 years. If I'm Tony Petitti, I'm telling them to eat a dick. I'm sorry. We've had this discussion.
Okay, Mo. Okay, like, let's be honest about that. Like, you tell them to go pounce and stuff. What does that really mean? Does it say, like, hey, you get on board, I'm going to do the deal without you? Like, define what that is, eating a bag, right? Like, what is that mean? What does that mean to an Ohio State supporter?
Listen, you've been placated enough. If 17 other schools in the conference are saying, hey, we really, really, really want this, then Michigan should stand aside and say, okay, you 17, all right, totally get it, including all the founding members other than Michigan are on board. And, you know, Michigan
how did it make it out into the wild, though, Moen? This should have been the
Michigan. No, Jordan Acker, who is
okay. So if that's the case, how did it 2.5 weeks ago break like it was pretty much a done deal? What happened? What changed?
It wasn't a done deal. If you remember, it was Ohio State and Michigan were the holdouts.
I know. So why keep it going?
Michigan travel. Well, here you go. Suddenly, Michigan travels to USC, and now USC is a holdout.
Right.
This is Michigan doing all of this, and this is Michigan doing this. And I have my opinion on why Michigan's doing this. Michigan doesn't. Michigan thinks they're going to remain the elite and the top, and they don't want a cash infusion to other schools that might make them more competitive against Michigan.
Yeah. And so this kind of sounds like the Project Rudy idea with the Big Ten in general. And
Michigan doesn't want to sign a grant of rights till 2046, because where's Michigan going to go?
Why would you?
Michigan's where's Michigan going to go? Michigan going to go to the SEC?
No, it's going to Netflix.
Yeah.
Who needs a conference? I'm dead serious, Moen.
There you go.
Who needs a conference?
Look at how well Oregon State and Washington State scheduled as independents.
Hey, man, look at Notre Dame.
Yeah, but
they have
Notre
an
Dame
analog.
doesn't make as much money as you do in the Big Ten.
Michigan would make more money as an independent.
They would not. They would.
I think Ohio State would too.
Ohio State, and that's the thing. Ohio State makes the most money of anybody in the conference. We bring the most money to the conference when it comes to athletics.
I don't
we
disagree.
Want this. We want this.
Well,
Michigan doesn't. It's not a civil war. It's one asshole in a room.
Okay.
It's one asshole in a room of 18 people that's saying, I don't know if I want this or not, because I'm Jordan Acker and I'm the biggest douchebag in the world. And by the way, Jordan Acker, if you got a problem with me calling you a douchebag, sue me, because I think you are a douchebag.
Okay. All right. How about this, Ute? Ryan Willie, another super chat, $5 super chat on this topic. Boot USC out of the Big Ten, make it as an independent. I don't believe they could go independent.
They've threatened that before, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
When they were in the Pac-12, they threatened that almost every year in case, they just wanted more money. Like they wanted this uneven revenue share. And that's one of the reasons the Pac-12 broke up, because it couldn't pay them what they wanted and what they probably deserved too. But they threaten this all the time. They think they can do it. I mean, USC has a huge view of themselves. They got a massive ego, so don't put it past them. They really might try something like that.
Moen?
Again, I fall back on this, Ryan. If USC just wants tier 1 rights, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't, because USC is a blue blood. Multiple national championships, multiple Heisman winners. They brought the LA market with them. If Lincoln Riley's going to get it done, I don't know if that's the case or if they need to find somebody else. They haven't really popped since Pete Carroll was there. But I don't have a problem with USC making tier 1 money. I don't. I have a problem with Michigan holding it up for the other 17 people.
All right, do you want to comment on that before we move on?
Moen's got these new flashing things.
That's me. I'm doing that.
Oh, you just put the Tarleton ad on right there.
I know. I'm having fun. It's been fun playing with Moen's new sort of video ads. What do you call those, Moen? Those assets or whatever they're called.
Oh, those media assets. Yes.
Media assets. Okay.
Fantastic.
All right, let's get to a few more of these. We're not going to have as many comments tonight because we do have so much ground we want to cover, and we're probably trying to keep it under 2 hours. So let's get through this. Moen, do we have a goal tonight? Let's start there.
Sure. Same goal as last week. $300. I'll shave off my eyebrows.
Okay, there you go, everybody.
There you go.
So it doesn't matter how we get there. $300, and Moen will shave his eyebrows.
Shut up.
That's the mark tonight.
No, Moen, let me see your eyebrows right now.
Oh boy.
I had some.
Oh my gosh, she's got eyebrows.
He's got eyebrows. He does. I would just say if we get to $200, we will extend the time a little bit. That's where I will go.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Let's get to a few more comments. Yogi Buck Sr. in the house. Good to have you here, Yogi Buck. When will there be a big game in Utah? Ute.
Hey, there's a big game tomorrow. We're less than 24 hours away from the Holy War. Big noon kickoffs here. 6 p.m. Mountain Time kick on Fox. Biggest game in Holy War history. Inside track to the Big 12 championship. Possible playoff berth. National title on the line. Tomorrow, baby. Let's go.
Everything you said times 10. Moen, you want to add to that at all? Yeah, it'll be a big game tomorrow. I think I'm not going to say who I bet on, but I put a little money on the game. So
okay, all right. It's right now. It was 3.5 on Utah. So Utah's given 3.5 to BYU at home, which is essentially a touchdown. So we'll have to see. We're going to make our picks in just a little bit. Fergie, F of 18 Buffs, good to have you here. Hey, have a great freaking Friday, boys. Got to say, I'm leaning towards the Utes. Sorry, Nathan. Love you all. Bye, Fergie. I'm cool with that. I have no problem with that. You want to say anything to that one?
You know what? What's crazy is like Fergie and the Colorado Buffaloes have a bye week, and they're going to Utah next week.
Yeah.
So Brett Yormark served up freaking the Holy War, then Colorado right after a bye week for them.
What do you mean? We got Iowa State. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's rough too. But at least it was Iowa State. Are they on a bye week too?
Yes, they didn't. Yeah, they're not playing this weekend.
Dude, you got absolutely screwed, bro.
Yeah, they screwed both of us. I just say that right.
You got after a what?
Yeah, Iowa State. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, this is how I looked at it. Last year, there was a bye week before the Holy War. You'll remember that. There was a bunch of build-up. It really sort of worked out. This year, it's the reverse. Now, both Utah and BYU are coming off of 3- and 4-game stretches. Injuries, everything else piles up. So it's a different game. It's really going to be different than it was last year. Anyway, Ricky Tungate checking in. Good to have you here, Ricky. $20 super chat, Moen. Keep track of that. Towards the shave, Moen, what do you think about Coach Signetti extension? He got almost $100 million guaranteed to continue to coach the Indiana Hoosiers.
Absolutely deserved it. He says he wants to retire a Hoosier. Congratulations to him. I think he's got enough money to do it now. But
now he can retire and still get paid.
Listen, I used to go to Bloomington to watch games when Ohio State played Indiana, and it was Ohio State Stadium. There were hardly any Indiana fans, and now you go to Bloomington, and those guys are wild. They're wild and out in the stands. They've got the Bison mascot back on the sidelines. Indiana's a football school, guys. Indiana's a football school. They went to the play. Indiana. Can you imagine this? If I had told you this 3 years ago,
transfer portal and revenue sharing, brother.
Yeah,
that's all there is to it.
You had me committed if I told you 3 years ago. I said Indiana's going to make the 12-team playoff. The next year, Indiana's going to go to Autzen and upset Oregon.
Yeah,
you wouldn't believe it. So Kurt Signetti, absolutely 100%. Fantastic news for Kurt. I'm sure his agent loved it particularly because I'm sure he made quite a cut off of it. But I think that was fantastic for them. Penn State's now out of the picture. They don't have to worry about Penn State poaching him. And man, I put it on Twitter. I never thought I would say it, but thank God we don't play Indiana in the regular season this year. I think
Oh, sorry.
could end up being the Big Ten championship game, Indiana, Ohio State.
Signetti, did you guys know that he's from the Nick Saban coaching tree?
I didn't.
I didn't realize that till recently, but he was on the staff, the Alabama staff. And I'm like, hey, where did this guy come from? No wonder he's so dang good. Like he was on it with, like, I think Kirby Smart was on that staff too.
Oh, wow.
So like, it's no wonder, like with his pedigree for coaching, but he's changed everything. This Oregon game is a massive wake-up call for the rest of the nation. Look, everyone was saying last year was a fluke. I said last year was a fluke. It ain't no fluke. When you go into Autzen, beat them when you're undefeated, top 3 team. This is for real. This is crazy to see and stuff, and it's pretty cool, pretty remarkable stuff. So big kudos to Indiana.
I would just say this: a day or two after they fire Franklin at Penn State and have to pay him $50 million guaranteed, even after he gets fired, Indiana turns around and does the exact same thing, and everybody was screaming, "Oh, those large payouts are going to disappear. We're not going to see this anymore." And Indiana turns around and not only does it one time, it does it 2 times over, almost $100 million guaranteed. So
I
that's
think
crazy money.
There's a difference though. This is Indiana, guys. I mean, and I know you're not Big Ten guys, but Indiana was
we know football though. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, it was not a football school. I mean, it's been a punt. Like I think the last time Indiana went to the Rose Bowl, John F. Kennedy was president. Yeah, I've never seen it.
It's probably like Trent Green playing.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't quite that long ago, but
I mean,
thank you, Ricky.
Yep,
sorry.
Thanks, Ricky. Appreciate it. I was just gonna say, he deserves every single bit of it. And Indiana got a steal. Football's back in Bloomington. I'm happy to see it. I know a lot of people say, well, Ohio State fans don't want competition. I want the Big Ten to be as competitive as it can.
Mm-hmm.
I want.
You said they're back. Were they ever here? This is absolutely new.
In the 50s Indiana's and 60s. Well, I mean, I will say they are back in their stadium. It used to be if Indiana
there you go. There's good
if Indiana had a home game against like Michigan, it was mostly Michigan fans.
I got you. I understand what you're saying.
Let me play Indiana song for Ricky.
Yeah, please do.
Play that fast song, baby.
All right, Becky Go Huskies, $5 super chat. Also a contributor around here. We appreciate Becky so much. University of Washington in the house. Moen with an epic PE rant here. Private equity. I don't think we're not talking about private equity. We're talking about more VC than anything else. They're not selling anything in the Big Ten. They're selling part of a enterprise or a third party business, if that even happens. So
yeah, it's important to know it's a private capital investment. They're not flying to Saudi Arabia and trying to get money.
Yeah, that was a funny report. North Carolina did that, right?
Yeah, North Carolina and Colorado. This is with a public pension fund, CalPERS, which has one of the best ratings of any pension fund in America. And once again, Becky she went to Washington. She'll tell you, Washington likes this deal. Why is it that Michigan is against it and Washington is for it? Because Washington and Michigan, I do. I think it is.
We're asking the wrong question. It's why now was the question. It's not, is there money there to be had? Of course there's money there to be had. Well, but why do you need it this second, Moen?
Well, we don't know that, but I think that maybe they have a plan. I don't think that they're jumping in this just saying, we'll just take $100 million now and there's
but we're already here and it's not passed. It went to the wild before it was ready to go, and now it's getting eaten alive by the environment.
It's getting eaten alive by a biased media against the Big Ten.
Oh, here we go. Now the story changes. So it's not Michigan, it's the media.
It's
the world hates the Big Ten now.
USC gets tier 1 payments. I think USC's on board. Michigan's the one.
Why didn't they do that then?
Why did Michigan hold out?
No. Why didn't they give USC Tier 1 money? The original
I
name
think
was
they will.
Penn State,
I
Michigan, and Ohio
think
State. Why not include USC?
I think
Initially.
they will. I do believe they will. I think
I'm
they
just
will,
asking
and
why they
I have
didn't
no
at the
issue with that.
beginning.
I have no issue with that, because I don't think USC was that miffed about it until Michigan came there, and
See,
then Michigan probably put a worm in their ear that, man, I can't believe you guys aren't getting Tier 1. Oh, I can't believe you guys. Once Ohio State flipped, Michigan's probably been out there trying to poison every single well to prevent this from happening.
All right.
Now,
let me ask you a different question.
Sure. Okay.
Let me ask you a different question. I'm going to actually ask the expert in all this, which is capital stuff, which is Ute. Okay. Going into a multi-billion-dollar deal, Ute. Isn't this remarkable that they didn't have this thing buttoned up before it got released? Isn't it remarkable that USC, one of the biggest brands in the entire world, wasn't already included as the number one thing? There's so many hoops in this that didn't get sewn up. It makes no sense to me. So explain to me how somebody comes to your bank and says, we want to do this investment. Oh, by the way, we're not sure we have everybody to agree to it. What do you do to them? You should
that actually
don't you?
That's pretty commonplace, actually. In like these large markets and everything, like you basically have loose terms and agreements that kind of materialize towards the end of large transaction deals. So this isn't surprising to me. You've got to have commitments though internally to do it. Here, I want to share a screen real quick. This is the Ross Bellinger article. So let's here 1 sec.
We were going to get to it anyway. Let's do it now.
Yeah, let's do it. You're trying to share. I've got a document up. See if you can share screen right there. I don't know why.
Sure, I can.
Pull it up.
Yeah, I can. Oh no, it says. Wait a second. It says Moen. It won't let me bring it up because of the frames.
Well, it's no problem.
Other media.
So yeah,
no. I think this is a troubleshooting thing. Moen built the frames, which are fantastic, by the way. If you didn't notice them, Moen did an amazing job engineering, but it's not letting me. It won't share the other thing.
This is why,
for some reason. Okay. All right.
There you go.
There we go. Perfect. So this is from Ross Dellinger. It's a tweet that he put out earlier. And this is speaking to exactly what's going on here with UC Investments. Ballmer and Moen have talked about this already, but really UC Investments is like an investment vehicle for like the pension funds and stuff, a lot of like employees of the state. And like, guys, this is really, really conservative, safe money. Like this is as safe as it gets. As far as like the Big Ten wanting to do business with somebody, this is as soft and as good a terms as you're going to get with anybody. In other words, this is a slam dunk deal for the Big Ten to go and partner with someone like UC Investments. It's for 10% stake in Big Ten Enterprises. And what Big Ten Enterprises will be is all the media assets, all the assets of the Big Ten, all the sporting events, the athletic stuff's going to get rolled into Big Ten Enterprises. So it leaves like the university nonprofit footprint and goes into more of like a corporate arm. So basically all the assets for all the 18 Big Ten schools and stuff, all the media rights eventually would get rolled into Big Ten Enterprises. And that's going to own all of the properties of the Big Ten as far as sports go. That's the one thing to note there. So they want a 10% stake in that new entity. So basically controlling all Big Ten rights from the future for $2.4 billion. Guys, this is an easy decision. This is a slam freaking dunk for the Big Ten. This is not a venture capital. This is not a private equity deal or anything, because you're not dealing with a passive fund that just wants to get returns from the Big Ten, but is not going to try to get their hand in the pot and screw everything up and basically make the Big Ten go a certain direction like real true private equity would. And with a minority 10% stake, it's not going to be that influential anyway. So in my mind, it's like this is the freaking easiest deal. If the Big 12 had an opportunity like this, it should be a slam dunk for anybody as long as you're committed as a conference to do anything together and extend out the gore. It's the same thing we've been talking about for the last 2 years. Do you want to extend out your grant of rights with your conference or not? That's what it comes down to. How long are you in this thing for? And that's the question for Michigan and USC. Like, what else do you have on the hopper? Or what do you think is going to be better than this? Like, why can't you commit for another 20 years?
Let's work backwards in timeline, though.
Sure.
It was an announcement that sort of leaked. Greg and Moen were on top of this, talked about it about 2.5 weeks ago. It leaked, went a week. Last weekend, it sort of got hot again, and there was word that maybe Monday, Tuesday, something would happen. And then Moen's already said it. USC and Michigan have a football game, and two things leak that had already leaked the week before, by the way. Bob Thompson had leaked it on this show 2 weeks ago that Netflix was trying to do a deal with Notre Dame and USC. There's a Gore concern for USC. If they have Gore where they basically give away their rights, they can't do a deal like Netflix on their own. They might not want to do it. So that was announced. That came out to public knowledge. Then the very next day, there's this idea that Michigan and USC are now talking and saying, hey, why now? And then USC says, wait a second, why aren't we tier 1? So these are all questions. It's like, is the Big Ten so not put together? One, they didn't know about the Netflix thing. And it kind of feels like they didn't know because it pissed off all their media partners. CBS, NBC, Fox, all talked about how that wasn't something they liked. And two, how could this get this far? And then at the last minute, if it's such easy money, you make it sound so easy, why isn't it done? And I just have to ask, continue, like, why now? Like, what's the rush to get it done right this second?
Why not? I mean, like, basically,
that's not
when you
an
get
answer,
something
though.
served in your lap, like,
it's
a good answer because then you start examining it and say, what's the upside and the downside of it?
Does Ohio State
my
need
view,
the
there's
money?
not a lot of downside, right?
Does
There's not a
Ohio
lot of
State need
downside
the money?
at all. I think why wouldn't they be able to use it just to have a more competitive advantage over the SEC?
But I said need. Does Ohio State need the money?
Who needs more money? Like when
Indiana,
you're talking about the uber rich,
Illinois.
This is
Purdue,
what the uber rich do. They always
Northwestern.
want more money. This is who they are.
But
and
it's
so Big Ten's the uber elite. They want more money. There's never enough money. They always want more. Like, and so this is just dropped in their lap as a great investment for the Big Ten.
Wait, you don't think they've been researching this for how long, Moen? You've told us they've been researching this for years, right? They've been looking into
this. And here's the great part about this. The person who was originally in charge of this, the president of Michigan, Santa Ono.
Not a fan. Okay.
There you go. And this is Michigan's Board of Regents saying no. But to get to your point, Bomber, you say, well, why now? We don't know why now.
Yeah.
But I have to imagine that 17 or 16 schools being on board, including schools like Northwestern, UCLA, Washington, there's a plan in place. They have some sort of plan of where this is going. My guess is they want to future-proof the conference. That's just my guess. That's speculation.
Well, the 10-year extension of the Gore would help do that.
Right. It would help future-proof the conference.
That's true.
It could also be used for expansion. But, I mean, the question is, well, why now? Well, none of us know why now. Well, I shouldn't say none of us. The people in charge know why now. But I just have faith in people like Northwestern, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, UCLA, Washington, Ohio State, Penn State, Iowa. I think these people know what they're talking about. And I think for Michigan, Michigan wants either some placation where they're going to get some kind of say and more of a say in expansion again.
Or maybe they'll give them an out. Like they give them an option. They can go out and do something with Netflix. Or I can see that as a trade.
Or just reduce it and say, okay, we're only going to do the Gore to 2043.
They said that there was a report, and I've got it bookmarked, but there was a report that the built into the deal is the schools could buy their way out of it.
Yeah.
So you could sign up for it for the conference and then buy your rights back. Right.
And
that was an option as well.
Yeah. We've learned anything that grant of rights for 20 years don't hold up in court. So, and it's not like Michigan isn't sitting on $1 billion+ endowment that they could easily just buy their way out if that was the case. Again, I think this is Michigan. They're angling for something. Right now, they're outraged. They don't want it. If the Big Ten gave them what they wanted, I think Michigan would suddenly be on board. My guess is they want more say on expansion. My guess is they want more public Ivies in the Big Ten. My guess is they want more of a focus put on UNC and Virginia. Again, the Big Ten can't do more than they're already doing, I think, on pressuring UNC and Virginia. But I
think UNC would love to be free.
Oh, yeah.
They were fishing for private equity. You already tipped your hat at it. I was going to bring it up. They went to Saudi Arabia and basically put their hand out and said, please, please, please invest in us. And that's all about buying their way out so they could go somewhere.
Right. And
the
I
brand,
think,
by the way, is being depreciated by their football program right now. So,
and again, we can only speculate, but I just, as an Ohio State fan, I'm going to put faith in Northwestern. I mean, if Northwestern says this deal is good, I trust Northwestern. I think there's enough really, really, really smart people at Northwestern. And if they're saying this deal is good for all 18 schools, I'm going to tend to believe them over the University of Michigan.
Well, and you just said it, and I trust that. I think all that's true. All I'm saying is I don't think you're asking a different question than I think needs to be asked. I still don't understand the rush to get this done now.
I completely get that, but I don't think any of us do, because I think the Big Ten has a plan. What that plan is, I don't know.
It's pretty chaotic. That's all I'm saying.
All I know is that, like, if you can get cheap money and good deals, anyone in the business community is going to get it and then figure out what to do with it too, guys. That's what I know.
Interest rates are up, though. It's not like 5 years ago when interest rates were like zero.
But Nate, this isn't a loan at all. You're basically partnering. They're become a 10th owner in the Big Ten.
Not of the Big Ten, of Big Ten Enterprises now.
So all the rights of the Big Ten though will go in there. All the sporting and everything that the Big Ten, as far as the worth of it, as far as the athletics go, they will have a 10% stake in that. In the Big Ten,
not the brand itself. The brand itself still stands on its own.
Yeah, the school itself still stands on there, but the sports, like in the sports, the media rights, the content, the way to distribute and everything, the value in the athletics.
Okay.
For all the schools. So I mean, they're getting ownership in that, right? So it's not a loan. They're not loaning. They're basically a partner in this.
I knew that. I knew it wasn't a loan or an. Yeah, I knew that part. Yeah. I did. Yeah, we'll get back to this. We'll circle back. Let's quickly get through the rest of these. We got a bunch of starred comments. So I'm going to read them as quick as I can. Becky, go Huskies again in the house. $2 super chat. Go Mariners. Can anybody give me a score? I've lost track of the Mariners this week because of some stuff at work. Becky, let me know what's going on with the Mariners. Are we up or down? All I know is we lost the first game at home. That's the last I saw. Ricky Tungate again, another $20. Thank you.
No, we
already did that. Well, thanks anyway, Ricky. I appreciate you.
Ryan Willie,
Ryan Willie, $10 super chat. I want that HC that doesn't quit on his team. That's head coach. Yeah, Ryan. Certainly. Moen?
Brian, I agree with you 100%. Fire Fickle.
I
told you on Sunday, he's got to go.
Wisconsin.
There's nothing he can do to turn that around. There's nothing.
You guys, James Franklin sitting out there. Hire the guy right now.
Could you imagine James Franklin at Wisconsin?
This is a perfect fit. You all know it. James Franklin at Wisconsin is a really good fit.
Listen, I'm telling you, if I'm Wisconsin, you want to talk about Big Ten infighting, go get Brett Bielema to come back. Get Coach Burt.
I think there's a loyalty thing there, though. He dropped them for Arkansas like a bad habit. He left town at the midnight on the last train, and that was not a good marriage.
I know, but you'd be surprised how much winning can
fair enough. Yeah,
mend a relationship in that regard.
Ricky Tungate again, another $5 super chat. When IU played Ohio State, that's when they took a picture of a full stadium.
Yep, he's absolutely right. Ryan Willie, let me give him
please do
a Badger sound.
Yep.
First, I also owe Becky a sound.
Let's go.
Ricky Tungate. Let's you know what? Let's get into some movies here because we've got some new sounders we haven't played in a while.
Yeah, do that.
I don't know what this one. Oh yeah, here we go.
Hey everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
Caddyshack, always a winner.
That's when you see the full stadium at Indiana. You say we're all gonna get laid. True, but Ricky, another great story, Ricky. I don't know if you've heard this one, but Lee Corso, when Lee Corso was coaching at Indiana, they got the ball against Ohio State, and Woody Hayes went down and scored a touchdown. During the TV timeout, Lee Corso got the team together to sit under the scoreboard for the team photo for that year. And then Woody Hayes put 56 points.
Nice. Lee Corso, something else there. And then one more super chat. Get to it, Mark Bowman. Thank you so much, Mark. Great to see you. Mark's a valuable member of the College Football Mafia family. $10 super chat. When Wisconsin hired Fickell, being an Iowa fan, I was worried. I thought it was a great hire and they would surpass Iowa. Boy, has that not turned out to be true.
It's happened. Like
No
that.
kidding.
It seemed like that.
When that happened at the same time Matt Rule was hired, and I said Nebraska screwed up and Wisconsin's got a coach that's going to take them to the playoffs. I really thought that. I mean, Luke Fickell is up until we went to the 12-team playoff, and that whole 10, 11-year period of the 14 playoff, he's the only coach to get a G5 school in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying something. So I thought, Mark Bowman, I was with you. I was like, can you dig it?
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Thank you so much, Mark. We appreciate you. All right, we've spent already 45 minutes. This show's going to be way long. Okay, let's quickly get to our picks. Let's first get to our stage from last week. I was 6-4, but you look at him, comes out of nowhere. He was dead and buried. Went 8-2. Moen 50-50. Same with Rock. Becky also putting the wood out. Gee, many Christmas. Pickles was 7-3. He was dead and buried, and look, he's coming back. And last but not least, the leader just sort of held serve. That would be Daniel Gygax. Went 5-5. I'm pretty happy with my 6-4. I was worried a couple games, but 8-2. You and Becky's not on with this, so I can't ask her. But how does that feel?
It feels great. It does feel great, and I can't wait to go 10-0 this freaking week.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Moen, how do you feel about your 50-50?
I took some risks. Obviously, Ryan knows I'm the only one who took Wisconsin. That didn't work out real well for me.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is. Hey, look, I'm only one game back.
Yeah, you're there.
Look, we're halfway through the season, so yeah. There's still time.
I mean, it's
It's
me and
anyone's
Gygax.
game.
It is. I think Pickles is probably out of reach, but you were dead and buried too, boy. You were way underwater.
Got back to 50-50 here. So you can swing this thing fast against the spread. So, yeah, let's go, man.
All right, let's get to picks quickly. We'll go bust through these. There's not a lot of attention to these early ones. Maybe a couple, but LSU 2.5 at Vandy. Vandy's actually favored, which is crazy. If you talk about football history, I took Vandy. Moen, you're the only one on the show that took LSU.
No, Becky did as well.
I mean, on the
Becky
show. I said on the show.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah. That's okay.
Since I stopped drinking, I'm having memory issues.
I understand that.
Yeah, I like LSU. I just think it's a talent factor. I think LSU's just got more talent. And I see them winning this game by like a field goal. And it comes down to me. There's just too much talent on LSU, I think, to lose to Vanderbilt.
All right, really quick. Vanderbilt wins at home?
Vanderbilt wins at home. I don't have any faith in LSU. I don't have any faith in Brian Kelly. Give me the Vandy. Give me the Vandy.
Everything you just said, I agree with. Ole Miss is getting 7.5 at Georgia. Ole Miss looked terrible against Washington State, guys. That game, they really could have easily lost at home. I was an Ole Miss believer at the beginning of the season. I'm losing faith, so I took Georgia. You took Georgia too.
Absolutely. Take Georgia in this football game. I think they're going to pound Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is a paper tiger, way overranked, the most overranked team in the nation. So I can't wait to see them get destroyed.
Moen.
Not so fast. Ole Miss, yes, they played poorly against Washington State, but that is a good thing because I think that means that they're not going to take Georgia lightly. I think they see, we tried to relax and kind of thought we were just going to win this game. I think he's going to have them prepared. I think Ole Miss loses by 3. 7.5 points is way too much for point spread.
Okay. Even Georgia's at home. Athens. Tough place to
Georgia's
play.
at home. But, Georgia was at home against
They were.
Alabama.
Alabama.
So,
Yeah, Alabama beat them. I don't know what to make of Georgia, I'll be perfectly honest. LA or Ole Miss, though, is pissing me off. It's 3 years in a row I thought Ole Miss was going to get over. Jackson Dart went to the NFL and is living large. What is wrong with Lane Kiffin? He cannot seem to string a team together that can win more than 10 games. I don't get it.
Good, not great. Good, not great.
I love that description. That's right. Okay, Georgia Tech is getting 1.5 at Duke. There's not much to say here as far as I'm concerned. I think Duke's way overrated. Anybody disagree?
The analytics say Duke's going to win this game, guys. Like, obviously, with the betting line and everything. I'm so confused on this game. It makes no sense to me. Duke
I like
lost
Georgia Tech's good.
at least one or two games this year. Like, what is the deal here? What are we missing here?
I think the situation here, Manny Diaz is the head coach at Duke. He is also one of the candidates that's frequently brought up about Penn State. I think, Duke last year or the year before had Mike Elko leave for Texas A&M. I think this year they may have Manny Diaz leave for Penn State. I think this is going to be an audition for him for that Penn State game. So I think he's going to put it all out there. I think he's going to be very, very aggressive offensively, defensively, but I still like Georgia Tech, man. Georgia Tech is just, I like Georgia Tech. They
are good.
Hey, and I can't drink, and I still like Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I think Georgia Tech is good. Okay, this is one line. I don't know why it's on here. I would never, ever have a UCLA game on here except for when they played Utah. But for some crazy reason, Moen's put it on here. And
here's my reason.
Maryland's getting 2.5, and we all picked UCLA. I can say in my life, I don't think I've ever picked UCLA to win a game.
Redemption. This is the storyline here. Maryland, UCLA, redemption story.
Okay.
Does UCLA continue their redemption story? Does Maryland continue their redemption story?
Bad. That's what I would say.
I think UCLA, man. I'm telling you, Jay Neuheisel, that OC.
He's not even the coach.
I know, but he's got that coordinator. He's got that offense believing, man. He's got him scoring points. And I'm telling you right now, I took UCLA, guys, and I took the over. And I took UCLA last week, and I took the over, and I lost by 1 point. So maybe don't take the over on that. But hey, the QB for Maryland can score some points too. So
UCLA is the best quarterback in the Big Ten Conference. Nico, he's the best quarterback in the Big Ten. They've got the talent on the roster. It's not. It really is not.
Crazy dog.
I mean, who is better? Dante Moore? Who? Like saying? I think give me a name.
I think saying, yeah.
Hernandez?
Nico, look.
Listen, I would put
your money on Nico,
guys.
I think you're making a huge mistake.
No, man. I think that the guy's going to be a first-round pick still. I think he's a great player. I think that he just had really they had some bad momentum, bad coaching beginning of the year, and they got punched, and now they're hot.
Okay. Well, if UCLA wins by like 2 touchdowns, I might start believing in them, but I don't. We'll have to. We all picked them, so it's not like we're going to lose if they don't end up playing well. So, quickly, Washington is getting 6.5 at Michigan, and Washington is good. Everybody, if you haven't watched them play, Washington's much, much better. Talk about quarterbacks. Their quarterback put up over 400 yards combined last week by himself. Incredible athleticism, and I think Michigan still is trying to figure out with their true freshman quarterback how to really win. So that's why I took Washington.
Washington has been really kind of quiet this year, guys. For as good as they are, they played Ohio State at home and got a little bit of hype that game. They lost it, but there's just been no buzz for Washington. If you look at the TV ratings, they're down. I don't know what's going on at Washington. They need a big win versus a big opponent to get some juice into that program because it seems pretty dang flat. I know Becky's not going to like that pickles and stuff, but there's an issue going on out of Washington as far as exposure and just people talking about the Huskies. That happened all the time in the Pac-12, but this is the kind of game to get people talking about you. They need to win this. They lose this, they're going to be in this flat stage for who knows how long. So it's a huge game for Washington. Give me the Huskies.
I like the way you put that. Mo, and you took Michigan at home crazily.
Sure. Here's the problem with the Huskies. One, the Mariners are playing in the playoffs.
That's
I
true.
I think that's going to bring down the ratings for Washington. The other problem with Washington is it's a Jekyll and Hyde team. You never know who's going to show up. This was the same team that was down 20-0 to Maryland. The Maryland that is now getting 2.5 points against UCLA. They did not, outside of the first drive against Ohio State, they really didn't play spectacularly against Ohio State. Jekyll Hyde team, man, I don't know who's going to show up, but they're crossing 2 time zones. They're going to the big house. I like Michigan to win this by a touchdown. I think Bryce Underwood is a good quarterback. He's a young quarterback. He's a little bit immature, but I like Michigan. So let me rephrase that. I like Michigan to win this game and cover.
Clip that thing out, you. Go back and clip that thing out. Moen just said, I like Michigan.
After all that stuff about Michigan before.
I heard him say that. You got to
right on us.
Somebody's got to watch right now. Whoever's watching, clip that little piece out. Put it on repeat on Twitter. I'd love to see it.
I like
all right.
Michigan.
Let's see. Tennessee, rivalry game. At Bama. Tennessee's getting 9.5 points, guys. I still took Alabama at home. Talk about Jekyll and Hyde. I can't figure Alabama out. I'm just going to trust that they win at home. You guys both took the big T.
Points. That's the only reason, points.
I think that's fair.
I think that Bama wins this game, but it's going to be by a touchdown or less, not by 9 or not by 10 points. That's it.
Let me put it this way. I think Tennessee could win this game. But I also remember that game they played against Georgia. And they're a team that has trouble closing. 9.5 points.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And Alabama's played people tight all year. So I think Alabama wins by maybe a field goal.
Okay. Baylor's getting 2.5 at TCU, the rivalry or the Blue Bonnet Bowl, whatever you call it, I can't remember. They need to get these rivalries back in the Big 12 regardless. Baylor's getting 2.5. I took TCU, so did Moen. You took Baylor on the road.
I think Baylor is okay, in the Big 12 landscape, nobody's talking about Baylor. They've been written off completely. They've got one conference loss. I mean, it's been ugly. They lost bad versus Arbor, and they've got multiple losses for the year. But I think this is the dark horse team that could still get to the Big 12 championship. I'm serious. Everyone was saying all this stuff about Baylor preseason. They're quietly right here. If they beat TCU, they can go on a run. And I think they're a better team than TCU. I'm not a big believer in this TCU squad. So give me Baylor and watch out for the coming weeks.
Moen.
Yeah, TCU. Hoover, I think, is probably the best quarterback in the Big 12. And I know that's going to drive you nuts.
That's crazy.
That's going to drive Nate nuts.
Listen,
if I'm drafting a quarterback out of the Big 12, I'm drafting Hoover.
I'd rather have Bachmeier than Hoover.
No,
I don't think so.
I think Hoover's just got mechanics. Now, listen, does Hoover have he's not a dual threat, but, I mean, watching Hoover throw the ball, he just throws such a beautiful spiral. He drops it right into the breadbasket on his receivers. I like Hoover.
Dude, he's so soft, Moen.
Yeah,
I agree. I
soft, man.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think he does. He gets hit a lot, but I mean, when he's got time and he's got receivers open, he nails them.
I would just say this: between these two teams, I think it's a pick 'em. Yeah. I cannot see a difference between Hoover or what's his name, the quarterback for Baylor. I'm spacing it all of a sudden.
Sawyer Robertson.
Thank you. Both of them were picked to be, massive Heisman favorites and all this others. I haven't. They're both good quarterbacks. They're not raising their teams up, and that's what the best QBs do. Is they're elite, carrying their teams, and I haven't seen that yet. Ute has a good point. Baylor only has the one loss in conference, but there's still half the season to go. So
there is, and if they get hot, that's the team that I'm scared of most in the Big 12. That's like a sleeper team.
Okay,
Utah's got Baylor in a month. It's man, what are they going to be? Are they going to go on a run? Is that going to be a big game? I don't know. We'll see.
I'm glad BYU doesn't play Baylor. I'll say that. All right, next game, SMU 9.5 at Clemson. Clemson is down. Are they dead? I don't know, but 9.5 points is a lot of points. That's why I took SMU. Normally Death Valley. Sorry, what is it called now? What's Clemson's? Death Valley's LSU. What's
Yes, Death Valley.
Is it Death
It's
Valley?
the
So what's
Death
SMU?
Valley number
what's
2.
LSU's? Is it? Are they both? Okay, sorry. I'm old and Are they both Death Valley?
Yeah.
LSU and Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I took SMU. So did Ute. Moen, you took Clemson. First Ute. Tell us about SMU. Why did they win? Or why'd you pick them at least?
9.5 points. I'm no believer in SMU, but I don't believe in Clemson either. So it's like, what do? You just go with the points. SMU will lose, but not by 2 possessions.
Moen?
Cade Klubnik might not play, and I think that makes Clemson a very dangerous team. It's a cornered animal. And when Clemson is a cornered animal, for some reason, they play up. They will play down until they're 3 losses deep into a season, and then they'll just go on an incredible run and win the ACC championship and make the playoffs.
Clemson pisses me off because every year I pick them, every year they fail. I absolutely hate picking Clemson.
You got to remember, last year they went on that run. They won the ACC championship game on that miracle field goal. Clemson, when they're a cornered animal, man, they play up. I don't understand why they don't play up all the time, but I think they play up.
Okay. We're going to jump over the Holy War. I don't know why Moen screwed up the order, but USC is getting 9.5 at Notre Dame. I think it's USC's time, guys. I think they're starting to put it together. 9.5 points is crazy.
I think they win the game
at Notre Dame, but
give me USC to win straight up.
Yeah, I think maybe. I do.
Beautiful for the Big 12 too. Get Notre Dame out and out of the picture completely, right? And if Georgia Tech loses too, like we're saying,
that would be fantastic too. Yeah,
Big 12's dream, baby.
Yeah, I agree. Mullen, you picked USC.
All right, so now let me piss off Nate and you. The reason USC and Notre Dame was last is because USC and Notre Dame is a bigger rivalry than the Holy War.
This is our show, though.
Are you serious? Are you going to do that to us, man?
I'm going to do it to you. I'm going to do it to you.
Well,
nobody even cares about Notre Dame, man.
USC,
Keep going.
Okay. Listen, USC, Notre Dame's defense since Al Golden left has fallen off. I don't get it, especially since they've got some good cornerbacks there. They've got really high-level cornerbacks, but, man, USC can put up a bunch of points. I don't know that Notre Dame can put up a bunch of points. But USC's defense is pretty bad. But 10 points? Notre Dame winning by 10? No chance. This will be a 1-possession game.
Was this one you put a little coin on?
I did not bet on USC Notre Dame, no.
Oh, okay. I find that kind of odd. Why not?
Because I don't put money for Notre Dame or against USC. So.
Oh, okay. That's a good rule of thumb. That's great. By the way, everybody, Mariners just, I think, got a grand slam. They're up 6-2 in the bottom of the 8th.
Nice.
Woo, go Mariners.
All right. Last game, and this is the most important game around here, at least. Utah giving 3.5 to BYU. It's in Provo. If you haven't been following Ute and you don't know how absolutely gorgeous the setting is. It's going to be an evening game. I do believe it's at 5 Mountain, Ute. I think it's at 7 Eastern. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's an hour earlier than you might have said. Anyway, BYU's at home. Certainly Utah comes in much warmer. They just put the wood to a sort of a hurt ASU team. We're not sure what they are either. But I took BYU. Let's see, Becky Pickles and Daniel Gygax are now my new best friends. They all took BYU with me. They're going to take the points. And I do think BYU wins, but you and I talked about this the other night. If BYU wins, it's a low-scoring game, 24-23, something in that range. You go to 25, 26 points, Utah's very dangerous, which I'm sure Ute will just tell you. But that's how I look at it, and I think it'll be a closer game than some people think, but it's the Holy War, so who do you know how to bet? All right, Ute.
every single piece of analysis I've listened to on this game has like a 1 to 3 point game. Like it's nuts close and everything. The line is 3.5. Interesting because like the analytics are saying 3.5 for the Utes, but then like the motions of people actually knowing the rivalry are saying it's going to be like a 1 point game. Like I feel really good going into this football game. I think Utah's got a lot of momentum. I think they're very evenly matched teams. I'm not going to bet against my Utes even versus spread in this type of game right here. I could see this game go one of two ways. I could see, and Nate, you and I talked about this before, like if the Utes path to victory, like truly I see like the Utah winning 28-27.
Yeah.
Which would be a BYU victory in the spread, right? I think that's the most accurate line. What I hope for is Utes get to like a 31-24 or 21 victory. That's less likely. I think a close game is probably in order, but there's a chance and there's a pathway if Utah comes out hot to win this game by 2 possessions. It just doesn't happen like that typically in this game. It's an away game. It's going to be nuts. It's a tough one. I get it, like why, Becky and Pickles would go with the points or maybe go with BYU. The one person, though, that I want to call out right now is Daniel Gygax. Daniel Gygax. Daniel Gygax. I've been thinking about this for weeks, okay? I've been waiting for this moment for weeks, too, because Daniel Gygax and I did a Big 12 pregame show months and months ago, and he shaded my Utes after I picked them to be a top 3 team in the conference. He shaded my Utes and said they would go 5-7 this season. Wild Ute has not forgot that. Daniel Gygax. If Utah wins this football game, that is 6 wins, 6-1 record right here. So this is a pivotal game in Wild Ute's mind to get revenge on Daniel Gygax's prediction because that stuck me in a craw and it still gets me. Let's go Utes.
All right. There you go, Moen.
BYU shouldn't have won last week, and I don't think they're going to win this week. Give me Utah. I don't care that it's 3.5 points. I think Utah gets revenge for that game last year that ended in the way that it ended with, the controversial non-call. I think Kyle Whittingham's going to have him fired up. And I think Devin Dampier or however you pronounce that damn name, I think he's going to go off. I think he's going to and let me tell you something. I think Bear Bachmeier is a good QB, but boy, you cannot just keep running Bear Bachmeier. You're going to have to come up with some pass plays here. And I don't know if the offensive coordinator at BYU can figure that out. Because, I get it. Why move if they're still successful doing it? But you can't just let your quarterback get beat up like that. That wears on a quarterback. It does. And it can cause turnovers. It can cause injuries. It can cause fatigue. They need to open up that offense at BYU. I don't know why they don't. I don't know if it's a coordinator issue or just they don't have the roster to do it. But, I think Utah's going to be prepared for Bear to run it up the middle.
He's going to run a lot. How many runs do you reckon he has, Nate, Bear Bachmeier, tomorrow?
If he has more than 20 runs, BYU's losing.
Oh, dang, man. Yeah, I was thinking like 10 max.
Yeah. No, he can. The difference between him and Dampier is that he can run over people, and he will. And he's proven that he can do that. Dampier has to have, look, this is the way I look at it. And I've said it in the preseason. I said it when everybody came over from New Mexico. They brought their entire offensive staff and all their best players to the University of Utah. You knew they were going to be a threat. There was no doubt about it. New Mexico had a fantastic offense last year, but they went 5-7 in the Mountain West. So it's not as though you just bring those stats, you roll into Utah, and you just start winning all the time. And Jay Hill, in my opinion, is the best defensive coordinator in the country. He's got the strongest linebacking core, maybe in the entire country. And it's quite possible that everything that Dampier has been able to do up to now, the only team that's held him down has been Texas Tech, and they play basically the same defense. So we will have to see. He will have to prove, one, he can get past the crowd. Never had a crowd like this. Been on the road. Never played in an environment like this. And can he pass the ball farther than 8 yards down the field? BYU is going to put, you knows this, they're going to put
Yep.
7, 8 guys in the box. They're going to say, beat us over the top. And I'm going to tell you right now, BYU's defensive backs, some of the best in the country as well. Johnson is an amazing one-off DB. So is Alexander, for that matter. So it's going to be a prove-it offense. If Utah can prove they can get past the linebacking core of BYU, they can win easy 2 touchdowns. Easily, it could be a multi-score final score. I don't think that happens. And I do think scheme matters. And Dampier's a one-trick pony, in my opinion. So prove it. You want to be one of the best teams in the country? Go out and play a defense that's built specifically just to beat you. And if he proves it, good for him. Utah, will deserve the win.
The analytics to this game are so freaking close. It's insane. Like, really, the teams in a lot of ways are kind of mirror images, especially defensively and everything. It's so close. It's so tight. This game is nuts. You never know what's going to happen. Like, who's going to get the breaks and stuff, the ball rolling your way. I'm going with the Utes. Like, there's a chance they could win by multiple scores, but I do see, like, some stupid, like, 28-27 game where you basically wet yourself because it's so freaking crazy, right?
Absolutely. I think that's a fair breakdown. I think, this year has been a little different. Holy War, we come in, we want to be feisty, we want to do all these other things, but there's some crazy stuff that's happened around the game that sort of pull a little of that edge off of it. So we're not going to lean into that at all. We don't want people to be upset. We don't want, rivalry is a rivalry. We think it is the biggest game of the weekend. Alabama and Tennessee and USC and Notre Dame will disagree, but just wake up, world. The Big 12 is the best rivalry in the country right now is BYU Utah, and we'll have to see. A lot of people are going to be watching tomorrow night. It's on Fox. Tune in.
I want to see from our audience, like, is Utah, BYU, or Notre Dame, USC a bigger rivalry? I'm surprised that you said that, actually, because when I think of, like, the top 10 rivalries in college football, I don't immediately think USC, Notre Dame anymore.
What?
They're
Come
in the top
on,
5, I think.
Come
I think they're
on.
in the top 5.
Really?
I think BYU's 5. I think the Holy War's 5. I've said this on Twitter many, many times. Yeah, I think USC Notre Dame has to be top 5.
Really?
Michigan, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Right?
And the Iron Bowl. Number 1 and 2.
That's right. Yeah. Alabama, Auburn.
And then
you got
Notre Dame.
Army, Navy.
River.
Army, Navy. Navy, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's top 10.
It's
not top 5.
That's better than Notre Dame, USC.
Maybe I can see where you're coming from. The edge has come off it. Realignment has changed things. I can see where you're coming from with that.
There's no one even cares about that.
National championships have been decided based off of the Notre Dame USC game.
But what you're saying has value, though, because it used to be Sports Illustrated, right? It used to be on the cover. Now, when was the last time we talked about USC Notre Dame? In fact, they talk about getting rid of the thing.
Yeah.
Bob talks about taking it to Netflix. That doesn't scream in your face rivalry this second, Moen.
Listen, that rivalry's been going on for a long, long time. Lots of legends have coached in that rivalry. Lots of legends have played in that rivalry. I think Utah BYU is probably a more heated rivalry. You're right. I do agree with that. It's a more heated rivalry because it's an in-state rivalry. Ohio State Michigan's a more heated rivalry. Alabama Auburn's a more heated rivalry. But if you ask just the common layperson to name a rivalry game in college football that's over the age of 30, they're going to tell you Notre Dame USC.
Oh, whoa. Over 30? Notre Dame hasn't won a national championship since '88. USC hasn't won one since 2006.
You're 100% right. I agree.
So
but
where
remember,
is the heat
push,
for this rivalry?
Push.
There's no heat.
We're talking 40 years, though, Moen. Where's the energy today?
They've
I
still
think
had.
Hugh brings up a good point. You and I look.
All right. Well, we've got a poll running. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how the poll turns out.
Maybe it's.
I gotta vote on this poll right now.
Yeah, you better vote on the poll because right now it's 80 to 81 to 19% for USC.
Not after
Notre
Bomber,
Dame.
I vote
I
on
think
that
let's
sucker.
put it this way: we know our viewer demographics. We know that it's an older viewership, right? We don't have a lot of under 30 people watching our show. If you're under 30, you don't even know what the USC Notre Dame rivalry is. And if you do, if you have to be over 40 to understand how it had national implications. So you can say historically it is, but right today, is it? Not really.
Well,
It's like a
year to
made for TV event now.
Well, year to year, it's different. It depends on how the teams are doing. Remember the Charlie Weiss tush push,
Yeah,
Reggie
of course I
Bush
do.
pushed it.
Of
Yeah.
course I
So
do.
I mean,
50
and
years
that was
ago.
a year.
But that was
50
over 20
years
years
ago.
ago, Moen.
That was like 15 years ago.
No, it's 20 years ago, 2005.
Okay,
It is
so
2025. It's 20 years, brother.
it's still when those
20
teams
years. We're old
when
men
those
since
teams
this
are
game.
hot. When those teams are hot, it's a heated rivalry.
There's
But
another
it's still
qualifier.
historically, which is the bigger rivalry? Notre Dame USC.
I think it's the
honestly,
question you're
until
asking.
I met you guys, never even knew that BYU Utah was.
Oh, no,
rivalry.
there's no doubt about
You
that.
got to be kidding me, Moen.
No. I
No
believe
way.
that.
Come on, you Moen.
I
You
think he's
cannot
right,
say that,
you.
Moen.
I
Moen,
think
you are
I
a diehard
can't say
college
that. I
football
didn't.
fan.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was a rivalry. Did you guys play it
Yeah.
every year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. But I do get where you come from. You're an Ohio State fan, and I totally get the bias and not watching West Coast and Mountain West football. All that I understand. I know you knew who BYU was. I know you knew who Utah was. You didn't understand the rivalry since you and I, we got together. All that I appreciate. All I'm telling you is right now for relevancy, give me the last year, and I think you already did, that USC and Notre Dame were nationally relevant at the exact same time. It was 2005 when they did the tush push. That was 20 years ago. We're knocking Notre Dame today on this show daily because what have you done for me lately? Win a national championship in 88. So
Well, they did.
how can we continue to carry these rivalries when really Newt Rockney's long dead?
Grant,
You know,
they haven't
Pete
won
Carroll
since,
is dead and buried
they
and then come
haven't
back
won.
again.
Yes, Notre Dame hasn't won since 1988, but they've been to like 3 since then. 3 national title
And got
games.
blown out every time.
They've still got there. That's more than most teams can say.
But at the same time, USC from 2013 to 2023, that was the worst decade in USC history. The worst decade in USC history. How can that rivalry continue to stand as the biggest in the world when for a decade an entire was gone?
When was Matt Darnold or Sam Darnold there? Because they played in a
Darnold?
Rose Bowl
Decade.
when Darnold was there.
Yeah, that was so long ago, Moen. You're remembering things that are so long ago.
Moen, Notre Dame and USC it's not as significant. Maybe at one point it was, but the Holy War.
Oh, for sure it was. You bet it was.
It has exceeded that. Like now that this game this year, you can't tell me that USC Notre Dame is a bigger game this year. Tomorrow. It's not. It's not the bigger game. The biggest game is Utah and BYU.
You could say
Okay,
the Alabama-Tennessee game has more relevance from a
Okay, well
relevant
let's
perspective,
put a little bet on it. Which game do you think gets better ratings?
Oh, come on, that's
Come
not a
on,
bet.
Moen. Really?
they're
Like,
both
it's like you
national
get Notre
bet.
Dame in that.
No,
That's
no,
not a
they're
bet,
both
though.
nationally broadcast. You've got Fox
Yeah.
nationally broadcasting the Holy War. You've got NBC nationally broadcasting USC Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm not going to entertain
Well,
that.
Notre
We all
Dame's
know
one of
what
the top
that's
3
going to
brands
be.
of college football, Moen. Like,
Yeah,
of course they're going to drive the rating. It's like no matter
But they're
what.
cashing checks that were written 4 decades ago, brother. That's all I'm saying.
72-28 was the final vote.
Okay.
USC
For Utah
Notre Dame.
BYU?
No, for USC Notre Dame.
You got to be kidding me.
All right, let's get to some super chats. Moen's already brought up one. Troll Grinding, Cheat Clapper, obviously one of the best names on social media. $5 super chat. Valuable member of the College Football Mafia family. Says, Bomber and you play nice or the NCAA will try bringing back tie games. Oh, my gosh. And neither of you will win. No one wants to get just a participation trophy. No. That's
It
true.
wouldn't be bad in this conference because it's better than a loss. Maybe you can get in the playoffs. Sneak 2 teams.
Maybe. Becky Go Huskies earlier, $2 super chat said, I'd like to thank my guessing ability. Becky did well. Becky is doing well, I should say. Jimmy Otson checking in with a member comment. We appreciate you being here. Member for 13 months, Jimmy. Thank you so much. Oregon fans deserve an Animal House soundbite. That's true. Do we got something to give them?
I sure do.
Give him something good.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
There's Dean Wormer for you, Jimmy.
I need to watch Animal House again. It's been forever. Dean Wormer was the best. No, I think Kevin Bacon made that movie. That's my opinion. Amazing Blue, $5 super chat checking in for the Michigan Wolverines. Mowing next year. Let me join the picks, and the loser between us takes the other one. Takes the other to one of our beloved teams' games. Do it. Would you do that, Moen?
Oh my!
I would do it. I've been to the Big House before. I've been to the Big House several times, so I don't have a problem with it. But you're probably, with me, you're not going to get a great game. My alumni tickets always seem to be shit games. So
hey, at least you're getting in.
Yeah, you might get to see Ohio State beat Toledo or something.
I want to go to Ohio State Michigan game, Moen.
Yeah,
we got to make that happen over the next year or two.
Man,
we got to
come along. Anyone in the community, come with us, baby.
We got to
get us to 10,000 subs. All three of us will go to a Michigan Ohio
That's
State
right. 10,000 subs. We're all going to
10,000 subs. Let's go,
baby.
We're going to have to up the super chats in order to afford tickets to an Ohio State Michigan game.
What do you mean? Right now, today, you want to go to a holy war and sit in the south or north end zones at the very top of a pretty big stadium? $400.
That's all.
Good luck even getting tickets. That's
how much
that's
are
how
Ohio
big a deal.
State game tickets?
The most I've ever
money.
paid. Okay, so I bought tickets, and this was when Ohio State was 1, Michigan was number 2. So I was working in PAL at the time. I'm trying to remember, probably 2006. I ended up paying $1,100 for 2 tickets in 2006.
So it's inflation. Yeah, it's a good $700 a ticket, probably, huh?
Yeah.
They
were good seats. Yeah. They were good seats. That number 1, number 2 Michigan Ohio State game. Yeah, that's the most I've ever spent on football tickets, but that was when I was making 6 figures. So
that's a lot of super chats.
That's a lot of super chats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that doesn't even include parking, concessions.
So last year, how much did I pay for 2 tickets?
Oh, you paid a lot, right? It was a couple $100, right?
$500 for 2 tickets to take my son.
$250 each, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And actually got scammed the first time I bought him. That's a different story. Daniel Gygax, $5 super chat checks in, says we need to give Greg the Cooler tips on picking games. I didn't see Greg's picks.
He was good last week.
Was he?
He was good last week.
All right. Becky Go Huskies, another $2 super chat. By the way, the Mariners beat the Blue Jays 6-4. Sorry, 6-2. Ute Mariners are playing. That's why. So now you know. Mason Blues said, you said it, Moen. Another $2 super chat. I'm going to cruise through these, Moen. You can do sounders at the end.
Becky, we'll just do a bunch of sounders at the end because I can't keep up.
All right. Well, maybe just do one giant sounder. I don't know. Becky Go Huskies, $5 super chat says Washington played Rutgers during game. 5.8 million people watched it. Seattle isn't watching football. You?
Okay, I gotta speak to this, okay, real quick, because I've been shocked at how low Washington and Oregon, even like their football ratings are. Like I thought that they would actually like explode like into oblivion and stuff when they got in the Big Ten. It just hasn't necessarily manifested like that. And I'm wondering if like it's just because of the time spots, like all of the channels, like all the competition in the Big Ten, do you get kind of like a secondary time spot a lot? Can you get like those premier games? Like when you played Ohio State, you got that. But looking when Utah and probably BYU too are outdrawing the Washington Huskies who have 1 loss this year in the Big Ten Conference, I would be concerned. I'm just like straight up, I would be concerned because in the Pac-12, that was not happening. You were getting big time spots. Washington was one of the biggest draws in the Pac-12, along with Oregon and USC. Those were the 3 biggest and everything. It's just interesting to see that. I'm just pointing it out. Not saying it's going to be lasting like this forever and everything, but just watch that.
I would just add to that that I thought I bookmarked it. I didn't on Twitter. A graphic came out, and the SEC is drawing double what all the big games in the Big Ten are, and CBS is losing money compared to what it would have been.
Horrible.
Yeah, that was not a good choice on their part.
I can't even get CBS, guys. Like, I'm serious. Like, on Saturdays, I'm trying to get all the games. I don't have YouTube TV anymore, but I've got about 1 billion apps. And like CBS,
that's my problem too. Yeah,
it's a miserable experience. Like, and that's why the SEC is such high viewership, because on Disney Plus, the extended package, they've got all the ESPN games on that you can access right there. That's the reason for it.
Well, I have to explain something to you. There's this invention. It's called an antenna. And you put it
Digital
on the outside of your house, and through this cord, you connect it into the back of the TV, and you get like 50 channels now. I mean, it used to be just 4 or 6, but now with this new antenna, you get like
you don't even
50.
have to do it outside, Moen. You can mine are in the house.
Yeah, you can get like a Western.
This is my antenna right here. You know, this thing sucks, man. Seriously, I've been talking about antennas for a long time. It never freaking works, man.
Oh my God.
That antenna blows right there.
That's why you get an antenna and you mount it on the roof, brother. You mount it on the roof.
Let's move right along. FF18 buffs. This is Fergie, $10 super chat. Cash for Moen's vanilla ice brows. Better stop, collaborate, and listen. Is next week D's nuts, Moen?
I'm gonna do the Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go Ninja Turtles rap.
Hey, look, everybody. I saw Vanilla Ice in Seattle in 1990. I'm just saying. All right. Troll Grinding, Cheat Clapper, another $2 super chat. On-field rivalry with best uniform combos, USC, UCLA. That is absolutely not true. I have our uniform combo, and it is absolutely the best in all of college sports. Let me bring that up. And I'm going to share it with you whether you want to see it or not, because it's just my show, and I get to do things like that. Let's see here. Were you going to share it? I'm sorry. Were you ahead of me?
No, go ahead. Like, I'm just pointing out, like, the blue and the red of BYU.
It's incredible.
It's beautiful.
It is absolutely crazy. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, this is it. Here we go. So, everybody, this is actually elite right here. Let me see if I can make that bigger.
It's just, look at that, guys.
How do you beat that at night under the lights? Blue versus red. You tell me. USC, Notre Dame, come on. You're playing. You're absolutely playing.
I'm questioning if Notre Dame's even the biggest rival for USC, because I think Troll Grinding Cheat Clapper actually brought up something really good here, that UCLA and USC might be a bigger rivalry than Notre Dame USC.
No, it isn't.
That's
really
that's throwing darts right there.
Come
that's
on, mute.
That's funny.
Listen. Next week I'll wear the waders because the bullshit is getting deep on the big freaking Friday show.
All right. All I'm saying is
look at that, Mo.
That's elite. I'm just telling you right now, that is elite.
Very cool. Looks like a game of Halo.
Wait a second. What are you talking? What are you talking about? It's a game of Halo. Look at that. That is
because
beautiful.
Halo, when you play Halo as a team, one team is red, one team's blue.
I know,
and
but
that's what it looks like. It looks like a game of Halo.
These guys are going to eat each other's faces. Look at that, by the way. He's offside. Do you guys see that? The Utah guy's completely offside with his helmet. Anyway, yeah, just playing, just having fun. Everybody relax. We're not doing anything serious around here. Okay, let's keep going. We got more super chats I got to get to. Let's see here. Troll Grinding Cheat Clapper again says on-field rivalry with best uniform, USC's UCLA. I already did that. Now Becky, sorry, Moen is right here. So Moen's
right about the viewership? Or the antenna?
It could
that
be
stupid
anything.
antenna? I showed
Becky,
you guys
what are you
the antenna.
doing?
Never
You're never
worked.
supposed to agree with
good
Moen.
Antenna. I mean, come on. You should have asked for one. Listen, by the way,
I've got an extra I could give you if you want it.
I'm not going on my roof. It's freaking steep.
No, it's in my room. It's in my room right here on the inside. Just put it up.
It costs $50 to have.
Not even 50.
I got an antenna. I showed you it right there. Freaking
I
Networks
saw it.
Set up last
What's
weekend.
it
I can't watch
connected to?
CBS.
Do you have it connected directly to your TV, or is it going through some box?
Football right now. I need to watch some Indiana football.
Get an antenna from a real person and not Temu, and you might actually be able to pick up a game. Looks like a mouse pad.
All right, I think we have made it through all of the super chats. This show went
Okay, let's get
completely
some sounders.
sideways about an hour ago. I'm not even sure where we're supposed to be right now.
We're supposed to be doing sounders, so let's do
Okay, please just
sounders.
go ahead.
Mowing
Tell me when
is
you're
the
done.
word. Mowing is the word. All right? I give you permission on this day to say mowing.
You saying you can't control your bitches?
Pimpin' ain't easy. Oh, sleazy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy.
But I can go as
You
deep
going?
as you want to. But I can go as deep as you want to. But I can go as deep as you want to. As deep as you want to. As deep as you want to. As deep as you want to.
Where's milking? We need milking. Put it on top. Let's go big. If you're gonna do it, go big or go home, Moen. Do the biggest one.
I gotta
Come on,
find the
let's
Ute
go
milk.
with the music, the whole thing. Right now.
Uh,
That's got to be the quickest sounder right now.
Sucking you, and sucking you. They've been sucking you, sucking you, and sucking you. They've been sucking you, sucking you, and sucking you. You're sick of it, I get it. They've been sucking you, sucking you, and sucking you. They've been sucking you, sucking you, and sucking you. They've been sucking
Oh
you,
my
sucking
hell.
you, and sucking you.
We have
You're sick
lost
of it, I get it.
control.
Moen, play that. The Pippin ain't easy one more time.
Yeah, we need the pimpin' one more time. I agree. Let's do
You saying you can't
that.
control your bitches?
Pimpin' ain't easy. Oh, sleazy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy.
Oh my gosh. Moen, that's the funniest thing I've heard all year. I'm serious.
Becky says $2 super chat for Mo Ute to get an antenna.
Oh
Ute,
gosh,
look,
I need
they
an
are
antenna.
look, Movie Time Blues has it right.
Thank
They're
you.
like $12. You can get like 60 channels.
You guys saw my antenna. I'm serious about that. Last week,
You paid $12 for that? How much did you pay for that?
For the round one. How much did you
5
pay?
years ago, okay?
Oh,
Like, I
5
much you
years
pay
got
for
ago.
it?
that for I got that for $15 5 years.
Wasn't that like UHF still back then? Rabbit ears? What are we doing now?
You know what? Like that thing should have worked fine and everything. It never freaking works. I can't watch the antenna stuff.
Well, Daniel's
$40.
willing to help out.
That Pippin ain't easy.
I'm sorry.
It's
I
nuts.
can't. All right, that's enough. I think. All right. I don't know. We've sort of lost the thread here. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Well, let's do a total. I gotta total up some money here and see where we're at.
Oh wait, what's this? Expedition Greg, 17-13 Louisville leading Miami. Why am I not watching that game? I have like 12 monitors right here. I didn't even put it on. I'm sorry, that was stupid. I could have had the Mariners game out too. I'm just not. I was running. By the way, one more time, I'm going to do a quick shout out for right up here. That was Statue of Wit, who happens to be a fantastic Utah fan. That's a lithograph he drew off of from a photo, gave credit to the photo creator, and then penned that, and it's all hand drawn. It's absolutely fantastic, and I want to give him another shout out. His name's Riley, and he's a fantastic, good, excellent guy. Want to give him a shout out before we do anything else. Boy, at the beginning of the year, I will be honest, I had Louisville second behind Miami, and then Florida State third in the ACC. Louisville's underperformed. Can you imagine them beating Miami?
It makes no sense.
It really doesn't. I mean, the reason we didn't pick that game is one of the games that would have been better than UCLA, frankly. But it's like an afterthought Louisville's turned into. And I love you, Louisville.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have turned into that.
I don't know what to say about it. Moen, do you have any comment about that?
I'm doing math, so don't distract me.
What the hell does that mean?
I'm doing
What math
math.
are you
You'll mess my
Okay,
count
I
up.
won't get in the way of you doing math. Okay, let's get to a few more comments here. Clint Moses checking in, and I don't know what that is. He's dancing. You got a little dancing emote.
He's dabbing.
Yeah, he's dabbing. There you go. That's even better. Thank you so much, Clint. It's great to see you. Oregon State fired their coach. They should have gotten rid of their AD. They're in trouble. Oregon, Ute, what do you think about what's going on at Oregon State right now?
I hate it. I hate it.
I mean,
The program's fallen off quite a bit. Getting Trent Bray out, step one. Maybe Jonathan Smith comes back to Oregon State.
Maybe he does, yeah.
You might want to bring that guy back and everything.
How about Mike Riley? Bring back Mike Riley.
Whatever it takes and stuff. I want to see that program rise again. I hate that for the Beavers. I hate it. So I want to see them. Only good vibes for those guys.
0-7.
Only good vibes for who?
Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Yeah,
no, what's their mascot name? It's only good vibes.
Oh, I know you're going to record some stupid thing right here. Beavers.
Rock.
Go Beavers. Beavers.
Rock. There you go. Troll grinding, cheap clever, $2 super chat. USC, UCLA, both with home jerseys, is elite and historic. It is.
Good looking.
It is. The baby. I don't know how anybody can win in the baby blues though.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it. Same with North Carolina.
Certainly North Carolina
different. No. Basketball schools playing football. UCLA is a whole. I mean, we're talking about a fantastic brand. They can't get out of their own way. Maybe they turn the corner. You seem to think maybe
for
UCLA.
UCLA.
Yeah.
I think that they're hot right now, and they've got the new coaching staff. This team has talent, and like I said before, when you've got the best quarterback in your conference, like a lot of stuff can happen. And Mona, I'm not joking about that. I really think that Nico's the best quarterback in the Big Ten. Is that really a hot take? Who's better? Give me a name that's better than Nico right now.
Saying one. Julian
I think Saying's.
I'm saying no, man.
Okay.
No, it's Nico.
What about Fernando Mendoza?
Again,
there's a lot of quarterbacks.
Since my antenna doesn't work, I can't watch Indiana football. Do you see that, man?
No.
Mendoza went into Autzen and won.
I'm just telling you, Nico is the most talented, best quarterback in the conference.
I'm just telling you, he's overrated. We'll find out. Time will tell. Larry, the GM, checking in, always throwing his weight around. He was on my show earlier in the week. I appreciate whenever he comes on. He's saying, what national championship ramifications does the Holy War have? You tell everybody what a big deal this game is this weekend.
Implications right here, guys. Like, this is basically having a step up to get to the Big 12 title game. If you win a Big 12 title, you're in the playoff. We know that and stuff. Like, hey, it might not be SEC football, but Big 12 plays a pretty good brand of football. You know that, Larry. You watch some Big 12 games and stuff. This is a big boy football game right here. And the winner of this game is going to have the inside track, probably to play Texas Tech for a chance at the CFP. And depending on how the season goes, maybe two teams in the CFP for the Big 12. And this is the year, I'm saying this right now, I'm dropping this right now, a Big 12 team wins a college football playoff game this season. It's probably going to be Texas Tech. It might be somebody else that gets in. It's going to happen this season. And this game's pivotal to see who gets to the Big 12 championship game. So watch the Holy War.
And I will just add to that it might not matter a lot in Texas, but it does matter for the playoff. Because I honestly think there's an opportunity here for the Big 12 to put two teams in, especially if the ACC continues to sort of do whatever it's doing. It's a top-heavy conference anyway, but this year it seems like Georgia Tech's the only other thing carrying it behind Miami, and yet Miami is struggling a little bit. Everybody does, by the way. Daniel doing a fact check. We all had Clemson first. He's right. I spoke too quickly.
Yeah.
It was Clemson. I had Clemson in the national championship game, I think, against Pitt. He's probably going to check me on that too, but we made those picks months ago. But certainly Clemson, Miami, everybody thought that. I always knew Miami, but who questioned Clemson this year?
Nobody.
I don't know anybody. I don't remember anybody saying boo about it.
And by the way, I know it's a little off topic, but in 2017, Notre Dame had a 10-win season. USC had an 11-win season. So it's been 8 years. 8 years.
There's
No. The comparison is they had to be good at the same time, Moen.
They were good at the same time.
And what happened? Were people talking about that year?
USC went to the Cotton Bowl, lost to Ohio State. Notre Dame ended up losing to LSU in the bowl game, 21-17. So I'm just saying it's not as far back as Sanchez and Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart and
Okay. Obviously, we're sort of being silly here. You're talking about a over 100-year rivalry in USC Notre Dame. There's no question more people are going to pay attention to that game than are going to pay attention to the Holy War. However, this year especially, with everything else going around it, with the way last year went, this Holy War is the biggest. And we talked about this earlier in the week. I cannot think of a more relevant Holy War in my entire life, and I'm 55 now. So, in my opinion, when we were talking about games to remember, Ute obviously remembers the great years and the aughts, but we got to get back to where the winner of this game wins the conference.
Yeah, we're right there. It could happen this season.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, and I don't want to stir up any controversy. You know me, I'm not that kind of guy. But if Utah did join the Big Ten, would you be for continuing the Holy War?
Probably. Yeah, as a non-conference game, I think you have to continue the Holy War. 100%. It's just too big a deal in this state.
And when you were in the Pac-12, you guys continued the Holy War, correct?
Yeah, there was 2 years where it was off. That's all.
Okay.
There were some scheduling issues, but yeah, they played. Yeah. In 13 years, they played 10, 11 times. So, anyway.
Moan, it seems like you're fishing for something. What are you trying to get at, Moan?
I think we need a bet here. I think we need a bet here on the outcome of the Holy War. Listen, we've got a BYU guy here. We got a Utah guy here. Let's have a bet on the winner has to do something, the loser has to do something. I've tried to come up with ideas for you guys.
You've been very good.
And you've shot them all down.
Yeah,
I've got another one.
Yep.
Earlier this year, I lost a bet and ate a Skyline 3-way.
Dude.
I ate the Skyline chili. I think for fans of the show, and we can put a poll up.
Well, no, we were going to do this, wear the hats and sing the song thing.
Come on,
you and I already agreed on that.
He's going to want to see that stinky butt stuff, right?
Yeah,
No.
Look, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to do stuff.
Just eat Skyline chili.
Everybody's wearing a hat. It's not as bad as you think. There's no way it's as bad as you think it is.
Well, then you would be willing. Okay, you has said he is willing.
Chili.
He's willing to put the Skyline chili on the board. Nate, are you willing? Do you love BYU enough to put Skyline chili on the line?
Okay, look, I'll eat it. I'm not chugging it in one show.
Okay, that's fine. And you guys can have it as a 3-way, a 5-way, on a hot dog.
No, I'll have it as a 1-way. It's fine. I'll just have chili.
Brother, you don't want it as a 1-way. You want something.
Maybe I'll add a hot dog then. I'll add a hot dog then.
Okay. So there we go.
Right.
We've got Skyline chili is on the line for the Holy War.
Okay.
Wait, Moan. Utah's playing Cincinnati in like 2 weeks. We want to wait for that bet for a couple weeks.
Well, yeah, but I got to try and make. Yeah, but I mean, listen, we got to have stuff.
BYU's playing Cincinnati this year too.
Yep.
I think that we need a Skyline chili is for the Cincinnati Bearcats when you play them.
Well, okay. I'm trying to think of something that you guys can the audience will engage with.
All right.
No, you're doing a great job.
Poll out?
No. We are just agreed. Let's just do Skyline chili. Be done with it.
Look at this.
Louisville's up 10 in the fourth.
It doesn't matter. Moen ate Skyline chili on a Nebraska game.
I told you I would eat it already. Can we move along?
Yeah, there we go. I just want to put that out there. This is what's happened.
I'll find it and eat it. Whatever. Yep.
Skyline chili.
To be honest, I'd rather do that than sing the Utah Ute song and wear a Utah hat.
Yeah, I think it's unique. It's different. I think people will enjoy it.
All right, I'm doing it just for you, Moen. For all your hard work.
I mean, I don't know anything that's unique to the state of Utah that
green Jello. Green Jello with carrots in it.
Sugar sodas.
What?
Yeah. You chug it. You chug a smoothie or something. That's what you're going to get in Utah. You're not going to get some of this crazy stuff you get out east.
Funeral potatoes.
What the hell could you only grow carrots in Utah? And it was
you have to remember. And Utah was pioneers, right? They didn't have access to a lot. So you could buy Jello, and then to get your vegetables, they would add carrots. I'm not making that up. You're looking
believe
online,
you.
you'll see it.
I believe you. It's just, it seems like an odd combination to me.
I know it's a way to get kids to
Lime
eat their
green
vegetables.
Jello with carrots.
I don't know what to tell you, brother. I don't know what to say.
I would
It's
eat
fact.
that.
It's
I
great.
like
What are you
lime
talking about? I grew up on it.
Yeah,
It's
I like lime
fantastic.
Jello and I like carrots.
Yeah, I know.
I'd
It's good
probably eat
stuff.
that.
So Amazing Blue gives us a heads up. It's now Louisville up by 10 in the fourth. Miami does this to me every year. I love Miami. Where are you, Rock? What's going on? Oh, no.
Should be a good Moan After Dark on Sunday.
Oh my gosh, if he even shows up, they got to come back and win. Troll Grinding Cheat Clapper. This is the last thing, and then I got to go. Okay. $2 super chat. This is the 100th game between USC and Notre Dame. Memo. Yeah. To everybody.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to leave this. This is the best color combination in all of college football. I don't care what Moen says. And Holy War is this weekend. If you don't know about it, it will be on Fox at 7 Eastern, I believe. That's main Fox. Even Ute can get it with his bad antenna. And you will find it on network television. And I think this year is the most relevant Holy War in history. And Ute, I'm going to give you last word, and then I got to go.
I think that's nails. Watch the game. Watch it over Notre Dame, USC, because the Holy War is the better and more intense rivalry. And I'm shocked and appalled that anybody would argue with that. Moan, I can't believe it.
Goddamn common sense.
I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Again, Statue of Wit. That's his lithograph. I want to give him credit. That was fantastic artwork. Everybody else, have a great and safe weekend. Remember, rivalry right, as Ute has put out, and it's absolutely true. Mm-hmm. We can provide respect and also have competition. There's no problem with that. But at the end of the day, look, real life is way more important. And we just need to take care of each other. So, Moen, thank you for all your hard work on your extra graphics and everything. And you, again, it's great to see you.
Absolutely.
We will, depending on who wins on Saturday, I might come on if BYU wins. I am not coming on if BYU loses. You might do an instant pop-up show, but if BYU wins, I will probably do a live show. Okay? Anything else, guys, before I go?
Nope.
Okay. Well, everybody stay out of trouble. Have a great night. Thank you, Moen, for all you're doing. We appreciate you. Peace.
Moen.
We got to go to the 2-man format.
I like the window format that you've got, though.
Yeah, it frames it well.
There's some egregious comments that I'm reading here that we're going to be pulling up soon. I cannot believe some of the stuff that's being said.
Ute, that's not an antenna. That's a plate. Looks like a mouse pad.
You want me to grab the antenna again? I'll show you all and stuff. This was supposed to be the state of the art antenna that I bought.
You said you paid $15 for it.
I paid.
Come on now. Did you really believe it was state of the art for $15?
Dude, it looks like a plate. I mean, it's not wrong and stuff. It does look like a paper plate. I hate that thing, though, man. I was trying to get that Indiana game last week, and it would not freaking work anywhere in my house. Seriously, anywhere. And I've got a billion apps. I've got the Fox app. I've got ESPN Plus. I got all, right? But I just can't get CBS games, man. I need the antenna.
The antenna costs like $49 that you mount on the side of your house. You can get somebody to pay $50 to mount it for you. They'll drill a hole with they'll take the cable right to wherever your TV is. They will put that cable in, and you will have wonderful TV. I'm telling you, I don't know how it is in Utah, but in Ohio, I get like 36 channels on my antenna TV.
Really?
And yeah, and they're like weird channels. Like I get one that's like called Grit, that is like nothing but country, Western stuff, and I get Comet, which is nothing but sci-fi stuff. I get Me TV, which is just usually a bunch of reruns. Antenna TV's the same way, but that's fine because at least it reminds you of when TV didn't suck. So yeah, you can watch, all kinds of old shows and stuff, and you get like 17 PBSs.
On Disney Plus, Fox Sports 1, we got Netflix, we got Paramount. I don't know. We got all these things, right? Peacock, pay for Peacock. So I get everything but CBS, man. I cannot get a CBS game. I can't even pirate it, dude. You can't even pirate CBS. I don't know what's the deal with the CBS. You can't find the freaking thing on a pirate stream.
Dude, I'm just gonna mail you an antenna. I don't know what to do. It's not that hard. I mean, it's just like 40. Like, dude, I mounted my own antenna. It's not that hard. I promise.
You saw my paper plate. It should work fine, Moen. I don't want to mount an antenna on the side of my house.
That mouse pad.
It's not a mouse pad. That's the antenna right there. I want to throw that out. I'm seriously going to throw that crap out.
Tempest, tomorrow's my birthday, so out celebrating early. Good luck against Utah. Well, happy birthday, Tempest. We'll go ahead and play a sounder for you. War chant. Happy birthday, Tempest. Happy birthday, Tempest. There you go. Thanks for tuning in. And we disagree about Utah BYU. USC Notre Dame 5, BYU Utah 8. So I think that's where Larry the GM ranks them. Texas Oklahoma, that's a big rivalry too.
I'll give the Red River. I'll give it ahead of the Holy War. Okay, I'll say Holy War is number 5. Number 5. I would give the game right like Ohio State, Michigan 1, Iron Bowl 2, Red River 3, Army Navy 4, and Holy War 5.
I've got USC Notre Dame at 3. In the state of Utah, are the Ute fans not Mormons? I don't know.
Yeah, so the Ute fans, get this. This is the irony of the University of Utah. It was the first college university that was started by Brigham Young. You know that, Moen?
I did not.
Brigham Young started the University of Utah 25 years before he started BYU. So that all to say, I would say that about 50% of the fan base, the alumni, are Mormon, 50% aren't, whereas basically 100% of the BYU fan base is Mormon. Yeah.
Well, Laura Weiss asked, what is unique to the state of Utah? We found out they put carrots in Jell-O.
Funeral potatoes, man. Like cheesy, like cooked potatoes. That's a Utah thing.
Potatoes au gratin, you're claiming Utah? Utah's claiming potatoes au gratin?
What's that? That's a funeral potato, Moen.
Don't do it, Uten Bomber. I live in Cincy. Trust me. Nope, too late. Somebody is going to eat Skyline Chili on next week's Big Freaking Friday show.
If BYU loses, does Nate show up to the Big Freaking Friday show?
And by the way, 2 weeks from now, it is Halloween, and we got to wear costumes on the Big Freaking Friday show. So I don't know what Ute's going as. I've already got my costume picked out. Utah versus BYU is 70% of the heat of Kansas versus Missouri. That's another great rivalry, the border war.
Yeah, that is a great rivalry. And that's a borderline top 10 rivalry. But it's not so significant that it's played every year.
Brigham Young created University of Utah, but the church created BYU, and there lies the beginning of their rivalry.
Well, that's why this is so spicy in the Holy War and stuff, because you're so similar in so many ways and everything. And you get the non-Mormon component of the Utah fan base that is completely different than the LDS component. It's a weird mixture of religion, a lot of different things. You're so close, you hate each other, the color scheme. It's 365, 24/7. Every day I have to deal with it. Every freaking day.
Marcus Williams says Utah does have some fine-ass housewives. I think the only thing we can say about that is...
You saying you can't control your bitches?
Pimpin' ain't easy. Oh, sleazy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy.
Sounds like my friend Marcus Williams wants to travel out to Utah and start killing out some Utah housewives. And Nate, Nate, the ardent LDS, he is the one who said all that. So I don't know how that jives with the Mormon religion, but that's what Nate said. So sorry.
Oh my gosh. There's hot chicks in Utah for sure. But that's the best sound you ever made right there. I love the pause too on the second part.
Jose actually did a super chat with that, and Nate read it. And then as soon as Nate read it, it came. The first part is from Willie Dynamite. Willie Dynamite.
You saying you can't control your bitches?
Pimpinate easy. Oh, sleazy. Pimpinate easy. Pimpinate easy. Pimpinate easy.
That's a masterpiece, Moan.
Thank you. Where's Rock and Rant? He's probably at home right now,
He's not
cussing up a storm.
Yeah, Louisville's leading 24-13 with the football, 7 minutes left. Miami's probably going down.
Hot doesn't cover it, you. So I guess there's attractive women in Utah.
There is, Moan. It is a secret, but there's a lot of attractive women in Utah. 100%. No doubt.
Give me them corn-fed Midwestern girls. Give me a little something to hold on to. Sean says Miami's going to lose this game. Chris G says, wow, ACC refs helping Miami on another Friday night game. They're getting outplayed in. Yeah. So one more super chat here. USC, UCLA, both home. Well, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Dumbass attack. Only thing I know, can't wear sandals on BYU campus. You can't wear sandals?
I think that you can. Like they've got some different honor code rules, right? Like that's one of the things with BYU is they've got a code of conduct that every student and every student athlete has to follow. And yeah, some of them I think that at one point they had like long hair for guys. You couldn't have your hair over a certain length and stuff. That's how they run it down there. Look, like Barstool is not coming down for Big Noon Kickoff tomorrow morning. That's not surprising. Portnoy's out here, Moan, but Barstool couldn't make it out and stuff because they said they couldn't swear during the show, and BYU wouldn't allow it. So that's legit. I'm serious.
Like, I don't think I would get past the admissions process.
You would not. Yeah, you'd be in trouble, Moan. You would be in trouble.
Utah does have some fine ass housewives. Marcus Williams says, Bone, we don't agree on much, but give me a good old corn-fed Midwest girl. Absolutely right. Washington loses to Ohio State. Miami loses to unranked Louisville. Which team is not ranked on Monday?
Washington loses to Ohio State. Yeah.
Miami loses to unranked Louisville. Which team is not ranked Monday?
Well, Ohio State or Miami going to be ranked in the top 10 probably, even with the loss. Imagine.
Ohio State and Washington should both be ranked. Louisville, I think all four of them will be ranked. I think all four of them will be ranked. That's what I'm going with.
Louisville, you think they jump in the top 20? Probably, huh?
Probably, yeah. Carson Beck would lose to the bye week right now. Yeah, I don't know. Carson Beck, man, that guy always looks like he is stoned. Louisville fumbled.
Yeah, Mon, we got a Mon, I got to share screen. This is actually really amusing right here, okay? All right, let's see here. All right, let's see. Let me get off that here and share screen here. We'll give little screen updates too here because this is what it looks like when you start melting down, Moan, right here, okay? Do you know, have you ever looked at this before?
Yeah.
It's like the analytics, like your probability.
I'm a gambler. It's like I was showing people last night. I had a bet on I had a couple bets on the Cincinnati game. One I was very smart and cashed out on. It would have paid out like 100 something. It got up to like $65 cash out. I said, screw it, I'm cashing out. Glad I did. And then I had another one after I had done that. I deposited some money. I withdrew some money. I still had a little to play with. I said, let's do Jamar Chase to catch 18 receptions. This was a live bet. And it was
Were you talking about yesterday?
Yesterday, yes. 18 receptions.
Whoa.
18 receptions. It was plus 2,000 odds, which meant $10 won me $200. Jamar Chase caught 16 passes last night. 2 off.
Dude.
2 off. And I just wish I had taken the cash out on that one when I could have. Yeah. Because the cash out at one point on that was 101.5. And I thought, man, Jamar Chase, but I mean, they were throwing to Jamar Chase every other play. So I was like, let it ride. Maybe I get that 200.
And there's like a couple drops that Chase had too that were kind of like non-Chase like. That probably would have took you over the top.
Probably.
Look at this though. This is the story right here of like an epic meltdown. Okay. When you see these kind of graphs right here, like Miami, like they came into the game with like an 84% chance of winning, right? And then Louisville's fighting this game and everything. They're getting a lead. And then they peak over here. 97% win probability. Then all of a sudden they fumble.
24-13.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's a 68-32. And you're looking at 7 minutes and 37 seconds left. 3-score game. And Louisville's probably going to melt this thing away and lose this game somehow. I've seen this so many times. Like you just see these like epic drops though, right? Like in the probabilities. Rats, man. Too bad.
Well, I'll tell you guys what. If Miami loses, it should be a fantastic Mowing After Dark on Sunday night.
Gee,
do you have anything? I think I've bitched about Michigan. We did picks. We proved that USC Notre Dame is the more important rivalry. We did not get quite enough to shave the eyebrows. Sorry, guys. I'm thinking about shaving my eyebrows, but I'm mulling it over in my head. I'm mulling it over in my head. We got to like 100 something, which is like only a third of the way to the goal. But I'm really.
What would compel you to shave your eyebrows, Mon?
What's that?
What would compel you to want to shave your eyebrows?
I just thought it'd be something interesting. I like to do something engaging. So I thought $300 to shave my eyebrows. I mean, come on, it's shaving your eyebrows. It's not like shaving my head. I'd have no eyebrows. I mean, you can show up anywhere with a shaved head and nobody will look twice. You show up somewhere with shaved eyebrows, people go nuts.
Mm-hmm.
People be like, that dude has no eyebrows. Do your eyebrows grow back? I don't know. I hope so. That'd be really bad if they didn't. But yeah, we hit, I think it was 110 of the $300 goal. So maybe next weekend. Maybe next week on the Big Freaking Friday show when we get the Skyline Chili rolling.
Oh, geez.
Skyline Chili don't worry, Nate's going to end up being the one that has to eat it.
I feel good about the game, but like, man, you just never know what could happen. Like I thought, like Utah got cheated last year. You know that. You saw that.
Yeah. Well, listen, bad calls, non-calls.
Yeah.
Marcus Williams has a bet for me. Okay, Marcus, what is your bet? I have a bet for you, Moen. What's your bet?
Throw it out.
Let's hear it. If Michigan wins again.
If Michigan wins again, what's it going to be?
Marcus, I already did that though. I did that. I did that for Amazing Blue, as a matter of fact. Amazing Blue got me to sing Hail to the Victors.
Hail to the Victors, Mo. And that's not a big deal for you. You like that song.
I hate that song so damn much. Mo, and you should shave one eyebrow. Yeah, you did have to drop $100 to get me to sing that song. That's absolutely true. No, I'm not going to shave one eyebrow. Listen, you either shave both of them. Shaving one eyebrow is even worse because then people really start to wonder.
Well, Moen, if you want to look a little bit different, right? A little stylish and stuff, maybe you should go with the one eyebrow shave.
Maybe I should just shave lines in my eyebrows.
It's too bad you can't put a big zero like an O for Ohio State, yeah?
I don't know. Do you guys think I should shave lines in my eyebrows? We'll see what the audience thinks. Should I do the Vanilla Ice thing where I just shave lines in it? And,
I wonder what his eyebrows look like today. You think they ever grew back?
I'm sure they did. But I mean, that guy was crazy. He had so many times he tried to revive his career where he was like, he had dreadlocks and he rapped with Insane Clown Posse. Put stars like your helmets. Those are not stars. Those are Buckeye leaves. Buckeye leaves. You look like a 1990s rapper. That's right.
Look, this is a good one.
Shave
Michigan.
Save the word Wolverine. How in the hell do you think I'm going to do that? I'd have to get like somebody to pluck my eyebrows to do that. Listen, man, Amazing Blue, we've talked about this, brother. Not while my dad's alive. I can't do that. Not while. If my mom was alive, she'd have beat the shit out of me with a broom if I did that.
Was your mom a diehard Buckeye?
Oh yes. Oh yes. It's generational. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
So would never do that. All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Do you have anything you want to say before we take off?
Pimpin' ain't easy. Keep it sleazy.
Yeah, we can go.
Go Utes.
We can do that one.
Play one more time.
You can't control your bitches.
Pimpin' ain't easy. Oh, sleazy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy.
It worked so great because that's Butters from the pimp episode of South Park.
You saying you can't control your bitches?
Pimpin' ain't easy. Oh, sleazy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy.
All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the Big Freaking Friday show. We try and have fun around here, and I'm glad we're doing that, if you know what I am saying. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Enjoy your football games this weekend. I hope all your teams win, unless your team's Wisconsin, because then you're playing Ohio State. And I think Wisconsin fans are even rooting to lose because they think that if Luke Fickell loses this game, he is gone by the end of the weekend. So we will see you guys next Friday for another episode of the Big Freaking Friday show. I will be joining you on Sunday for the next episode of Moen After Dark, along with Rock and Rant. Let's go watch the end of this game and see if we're going to get a glad Rock and Rant or we're going to get a rantin' Rock and Rant. Until next Friday, peace out, guys.
Go Utes.